Hey everybody, it's Sansa Ray. It's early, I guess that's why my voice is a little raspy the way it is. Just waking up. So I was just thinking to myself, like, wouldn't it be in our human nature to just, you see people in the Olympics, and wouldn't it be in our human nature if you see people in the Olympics, you see that they can run and as fast as they can swim as fast as they can jump high, they got all of these different gifts, people that know how to sail the seas without technology, stuff like that, people who are aware of things that we can use. Like, wouldn't it be in our human nature to want to do those things too? Like, I want to see what it is that I like to do and what I can master, because for one, that Will Smith documentary, I'm like, yeah, I need to be doing some things. This is job and stuff is not, no. It's nowhere near where we need to be at. We can't be stuck in that mindset. That is horrible. That mindset will keep us so limited to, the minimal, the minimal. That documentary made me think, like, wow, it sparked up some feelings in me. Like, I'm like, dang, I want to do stuff like that. It ain't got to be as dangerous, or because I ain't no man, but you know what I'm saying? It's adventurous. And if you with a dude, you know what I'm saying? Cool. A team, whatever, Hey, I want to do that stuff. Whatever, feel comfortable for me. But I want to get in that environment so that I can get the ability to be able to do all those things. I don't even know what all those things are yet, but I plan to find out. I plan to find out. I sure do. Lord have mercy. I know I want to visit other countries. Oh man, it's a lot of things that we need to think about, because working these jobs is not going to get it. Spending all of these years working these jobs just to get a check. I heard somebody say the other day, get a check, and then you give me a watch at the end of the year, and I get to sit there and watch my life dwindle away. Something like, I can't remember what he said, but it was funny. Not in a good way though, Like, damn, nah, hell no, we ain't supposed to be living life like that. We supposed to be out here doing the things we love. Life is about experience. And I'm glad that I know that now. I'm glad that it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm ready, like I said, to expand and explore what it is that the world got for me. I've been staying limited in environment too long. I'm ready to expand in every aspect, in every aspect of my being. So now that I know that it's possible, like, it's and a lot of that, you, like I said, you got to take responsibility. AWP, be aware, because everybody might be aware of some parts of their life, and some people, may still be asleep on other parts. So it's like, you got to have. That's why we help each other. That's the point of helping each other, so that we can heal from every aspect. Like, a person might know how to sail the seas, just like, say for instance, the Noah effect happens again, where the whole world flood. We need, the people in charge that know how to sail the seas without technology, so we can survive. We need them people on the boat, not just the people with the technology. Because when the technology fail, then what we gonna do? I don't want them people. I want the people who uniquely have gifts that can help out. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You don't need that. That's what they say, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Yeah. We help each other. Whatever you good at, you can teach me. Whatever I'm good at, I can teach you. And we ain't got to be arrogant about it. I'm better than you. No, it ain't about that. It's just about, helping each other and getting through it. It ain't about no race or no gender and none of that stuff. That's crazy with the stuff that we've been thinking about. Like, it's so minimal of the things that we need to worry about in every nation. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, heaven on earth seems like a simple thing to me, but I don't know. I mean, this world is very complicated, is what I'm aware of. So, yeah, but it would be in my human nature to want to be able to swim and, run as fast or, hunt for whatever I need to hunt for. We don't be hunting no animals anyway. So, what is you hunting for? And then when people say, oh, we kill the animals, so we ain't supposed to be killing no animals because the animals cultivate the earth. And yeah, we might have took some skin off of a dead animal, but we ain't gonna kill no animal. That's what they don't know the difference is. Like if it's a carcasses or whatever they want to call it, yeah. The skin is that's what's left over after the whole animal is gone. They cut it and skin out all this flesh and all of that's gone. And you got this, that's where they come from. Them little meat pieces they used to have. And little pieces of skirts that they used to make out of the skin and fur that's left over from a dead animal that another animal killed. Not that a human killed. So we're not supposed to be killing no animals. It don't make none. We ain't got no God made us to be here harmoniously. We ain't supposed to be killing no animals. And I ain't gonna lie, I know I done killed a couple, bugs here and there because I don't like bugs. But, I'm just saying, I don't have no desire to kill no animals. And no, I ain't got no damn roaches. Shit. I swear I be clocking it though. I be clocking it, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just saying, in my lifetime, I have killed bugs, and now, in the stage in my life where I'm at, like, no, we don't supposed to kill nothing. We ain't got no reason to. We ain't got no need to, because the earth is cultivated for us to be here harmoniously and work together. The circle of life. The circle of life. So yeah, when an animal is killed by another animal, then yeah, that's that skin, that's remaining. That's okay to use, especially when it got cold and they needed to cover themselves up and move to different areas of the world by using the materials that they find. If once you start getting past a certain, just think back in the old days before technology was here or whatever, how, even however many years back technology wasn't as advanced that we know of. But you think back and it's like, okay, they living without no tools like that until we started, being able to get to the materials. Like, what did they do to explore further into the world? You get to a certain part on the map, it starts getting colder. So, like, you got to find some type of material to cover your body up more to leave from this tropical temperature that you've been in all this time. So now that you're finding these tools, like leftover skin from animals, to cover yourself and then explore these areas, then that's how you was able to survive and find out what else was out in the world. That it wasn't about harming animals. It wasn't about just blatantly going to kill an animal. And I just don't believe in killing no animals. And it's not just because I don't eat meat no more. Because I stopped eating meat, that was for a health reason. It wasn't because of a humanitarian reason. But I'm saying this now for a humanitarian reason. Like, we're not supposed to be killing no animals. Now that I stopped eating meat, I realized that it's like, dang, no, we're not supposed to be killing no animals. We definitely ain't supposed to be eating them. Hell no, we ain't supposed to be eating no animals. And it's when you stop, you'll start smelling it, and you'll be like, oh my God, oh, you don't even want it no more. I'm sorry, I don't mean to gross nobody out or nothing like that, but you'll realize, like, dang, like, what have I been doing? And that's how they keeping us sick, you know. But once you start healing, like I said, it would be in my human nature, to want to do that. But I just what I talked about, that kind of stuff, eating certain things can keep you trapped because of parasites, because of the things that's happening inside of your body from something that's supposed to decay out in the open oxygen. Now you done enclosed it inside of your body, and it's inside you rotten, and your body's doing the best it can to eliminate it. Like, dang, wow, our bodies is strong than a mug. They've been trying to take us out with all kind of shit. So if it's just the meat, just think of what else that we doing, using pills and all kind of stuff. Like we are human trash cans to them, whoever they are. You know, like I don't know who would be that cruel to do that to something as special as yourself. You know, and I guess they figure some way. I don't know that they always gonna be the ops. I guess. I guess. Shit. I don't know. But yeah, that's some energy that we gotta heal from. We gotta wanna be able to explore the world, wanna be able to, you know, build as much muscle as we can to do different things like, climb a mountain if we want to, or, go skiing if you ain't never been skiing, or, just go swim in the ocean if you've never swam in the ocean. Like, stop being so fearful of things like, oh, it's sharks. Yeah, but there's experts that know what areas. Okay, you can go swim in that area for a little bit and then get on out. It ain't like here swimming in the ocean like bait. No, that's why you're supposed to be in areas that's by yourself. We ain't supposed to be at no beach all together, crowded like that, like they do. We ain't supposed to be at the beach like that. A time of at the beach is supposed to be a quiet, peaceful experience. We're not supposed to be at the beach with all these other beings. It's a time of release, it's a special time being by the water. It's a special time when you are almost, the most one you can be at that time. When you by yourself or you back with your partner, y'all one at the beach, and you having that connection, that's more beautiful than anything. Like, once you get to that point, it ain't just, oh, I went to the beach and I ain't feel like what she's saying. But no, it's a mental stage that you gotta get to where when you get there, it's like, and the stars in the sky, everything is different for real. Everything is different. But yeah. hmm You gotta want to be able to though. You gotta want to be able to climb a tree. Like, climbing a tree is something simple that we should be able to do, even as girls. Like, yes, we are supposed to be able to do stuff like that. It ain't called tomboyish and all of that. No, we're supposed to have that kind of strength because we're able to. Our bodies are able to move and do these things. I'm so glad I started dancing again. I started moving my body in ways that I hadn't moved my body in years. And it started healing other parts of my body that I was being stagnant on and not paying attention to because I was just going and going in life, being on a cycle of not taking care of myself. So once I realized it, I'm like, okay, yeah. And I see why month vacations are needed. Yeah, that's real healing right there. No, they talking about 2, 3 days. No, that ain't that. And we got to try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Even a week ain't enough from all of that. From all of that, a week ain't enough. And I say that because I guess, what I went through happened so fast, So it might be different for other people, but for me, I'm like, whoa, But I definitely want to be able to learn all of the different athletic things that I can do, the I don't things that I can create. But you got to get in that mindset and you got to make the mindset space, make the mindset space so that you can create. You have to create to create. You ain't gonna be able to create no chair, as they say, from without having a tree. You can't. You gotta have some kind of starting material. You gotta have some kind of starting material so that you can create what it is that you're bringing to life. And it comes from within, of course. Just like these curtains. I can cut these curtains and make it into a dress. You know what I'm saying? Like you can you can do whatever you want to do. So like we got to start teaching that there are no limits and we can't teach fear. We can't teach, when I say teach, like going forward, we can't even speak of this stuff. We can't even give it no glorification of fear. What is that? What are you talking about? I don't know what that is. Ain't no such thing as that. That's where we need to go forward, knowing like, no, we're not living in that no more. What is that? And we're not teaching it, it'll go away. Just like how they take stuff away and it goes away. Stop teaching it and it goes away. Same thing. Stop teaching it. Whatever it is that we having a problem with, stop teaching it. Stop talking about it. Let's talk about what we want them to know, just like how they do in the news. How they do in the news, they want to get us all this negative stuff, make us believe that north is south, south is west, whatever it is. When y'all thinking it's the other way, north and south, no, it ain't that way. That's what y'all been thinking. Because everything that's backwards is backwards again. And you don't know what they teaching. You just don't know. We just stop teaching it and it won't carry over just like how they do in history. They delete it out and it's gone. Try to anyway. And we can use that same method. Use that same method and get rid of them. So, yeah, me and you have access to the same thing. So, if we want to be an Olympic athletic track runner or a NASCAR driver, whatever it is that we want to be, that is either helping us grow as humans, finding out different ways that makes our lives easier, entertainment, art, music and stuff like that. Like that's all of us have gifts. And there's nothing wrong with trading. I'm gonna make another video about that. That's the way we're supposed to be living, through trading. But all of us have gifts that, we share with each other to survive. Just like if I travel like over the map, to another area with this skin I done, found and put together as, outfit so I can go over here where it's cold. Then I get over there and they got, they done put this and this together and now they got a lamb fur skin. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just got the fur. So whatever. I don't know. I just know that we ain't supposed to be killing no animals though. But if you go over here and you find that they got, different kind of designs where, you can use it and bring it back over into the people that your people. And that's what the trading is. But when you go over to the other side of the map, you want to learn how to do certain stuff. You want to be able to cultivate the land the way they do because they got different trees and stuff over there. So you want to learn how to do that. Like I said, if you want to be that athlete, if you want to be a NASCAR driver, if you want to be able to swim in the Olympics, you can do that. You have access to that too. You're watching these people on TV, but you have access to the same strength. You just have to move your body and become what it is that you. And that's what they be saying, I'll become. Okay, just explain it to them. Becoming meaning, you have a desire. Just like Oprah, not Oprah Winfrey, Whoopi Goldberg. Like Whoopi Goldberg said in Sister Act 2, she said, girl, if you want to wake up and that's all you think about is singing, you're supposed to be a singer. That was real talk right there. That was some real game right there that Whoopi Gold was talking about. A lot of people missed it in that movie right there. We all did. We all did. You know? If that's all you think about when you wake up, that's what you're supposed to be. So make space for yourself in this world. That's the whole thing. Make space for yourself, and that's how we help others. You might be an expert in communication and teaching people how to speak their words correctly, so that they can reiterate the words to other people in the most understanding way. Yeah, you can teach people to do that. You can teach people how to do all kind of stuff. Or you can just let people be themselves and become whatever it is that you want to become. And do that. When you wake up, all you think about is singing and you want to be a singer, then that's what you're supposed to be. A singer. Whoopi Goldberg said that in Sister Act 2 years ago. It came back in the 1990s. So we got to want to become whatever it is that our dreams are. Our dreams tell us, our deepest desires tell us what we're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be. All of them times we be like, man, I still had that dream of when I was a kid, when I was, whatever age. That's what you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be involved in. That's what you're supposed to be studying. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Making time for that until you can break out of the cycle. And it'll happen. You just got to start somewhere. You can't just stay in the cycle believing, it ain't worth it. It ain't going to work. And I understand now what they talk about, man. Even if you fail, it is a conquer. It's an award. It's a step forward. It's a success. Even a failure is success because it's teaching you the way. And you record yourself. You record yourself. You're aware of it. And then you do the work. And then, you record yourself to protect what it is that you want to protect. But we can create a nation that is, you can just say, a new mutation of us being harder to control, harder to manipulate, harder to literally mess with the next generation. Make it harder for them. Teach them how to do things naturally, even without AI and computers and all that. Yeah, we need to learn that because we always need to know what they doing so we can keep up with what's going on. But the natural way of being, the natural way of surviving. Surviving is not supposed to be survival mode. Surviving is peaceful. It's peaceful. It ain't supposed to be like what we've been doing. Like they done messed up our nervous system real bad to where we ain't even living. We are the simulation. We're not living in a simulation. We are the simulation that they keep saying. That's what it is when they talk like what is they talking about? This we living in a simulation. The way they saying it, I guess maybe that's what it was that I will understand it. But we ourselves, us, living like that, are the simulations that they are talking about. We are the simulation because we are on the computer, operations of this world. What they tell us to think about, what they tell us to see, hear, think about, put in our face to even acknowledge. Like if I'm in a peaceful place, I ain't think about that. I don't care about that. I don't need to know that. And then they put us in these congested neighborhoods to think that that's the way we're supposed to live. We ain't supposed to live like that. We're supposed to be spaced out. We're supposed to have land. We're supposed to have, where you travel on a horse and buggy for a minute before you get to my house. Shit, you can't just walk up to my house. We all need space. We all do. We are not supposed to be living in buildings in a box like this. Like, dang, no. They have really messed us up. Like, no, we are not supposed to live in no box like that. We're supposed to have a space. We're supposed to, yes, that's how people can live and their house was made of whatever material that it was made of because when nobody coming over here. We might have the town center where everybody come and meet. And that's where everybody come and meet, but you're not coming on my property until we actually cool. Like, you don't even know what I got over here. We're supposed to be spaced out, and it's enough land, it's enough space for all of us. All this undiscovered land that they talk about, even the forest area, stuff like that. People lived in them areas. You can knock down your own trees and these areas and build your home and your acres or whatever it is. We're supposed to have acres of land ourselves. For real, we are. All of us, every single one of us billions of people, there is enough space. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Population control, all that. Come on, man. Y'all got to be crazy. It's got to be something higher. It's got to be something higher. I know that. I know that it's something higher. But it all leads back to you for now. For now, because, they saying, oh, this and this and that or whatever. But until you get to that level, it goes back to you. It all goes back to you. You ain't crazy. You ain't slow. It goes back to you. All the things that they tell us, all of them things that, they want us to believe. I don't even watch TV no more. I might watch me an old movie, that from early, whatever. I know movie that I know real well. But I don't watch TV like that. I don't want to see that stuff. Because it's messing with my nervous system. Like, I have to make sure that I'm okay in every aspect of my life. I don't want all of this other negative energy from the world. I don't need to know what's going on in Ukraine right now or in Italy. Like, I don't have the means to even control the country. So why would I be worrying about what's going on over there? If I get enough money to be able to do that, then yeah. But right now, I got to focus on the people that I'm talking to right here, right now. Then maybe we can come together and be able to do something like that. But for right now, I'm just, on here talking to the ones that I can reach. But if we can create a generation that is Even if that's the only job that we have, we don't know how long it goes on. End of days when, the last days when, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows, if it even, we here. We here, and I want to figure out what it is that I can do. Like every single thing that I can explore, I want to find out what it is. Yeah, I want my expeditions, all of them. I want them all, cause I know it's gonna be fun. Mhm. I know it's gonna be fun, but it should be in our human nature to want to be our own heroes. We got to be our own heroes and have the desire to want to change, the desire to want to become what it is that we wake up every morning and want to be. You might even stop thinking about it because you've grown now. You in the cycle, you thinking boom, 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 boom. Work, go home, work, go home, work, go home. But you got to take a little space, even if you start out with like an hour a day. Or if you only got 30 minutes, if your life is that busy and all you got is 30 minutes, take that 30 minutes for yourself. You can listen to me. You ain't got to look at my face. You can listen to me anytime. Put the earbuds in and listen to me anytime. Take that 30 minutes for yourself. For yourself. And do what it is that you need to do for your space. Start eliminating that negative stuff out of you so that you can make space for the dreams that you have. Like you was dreaming about, man, I knew I could be the best ice skater, how they be spinning and all that. I know I can do all the flips and everything. You can. I don't care what age you are. If you're 45, 55, you can do that. If you need to lose the weight, if you need to train your legs again, whatever it is that you need to do, start working on it. And your dreams can come true. You see them little newspaper clippings and stuff like that of people. Them was, dramatic, traumatic, overcoming moments in these people's lives that overcome something, at a stage where they never thought that they could. That movie Soul on Fire. Oh my God. I never had so many emotions all in one movie in my life. Movie had me crying. It had me, sad. It had me happy, laughing. All of them emotions in one movie. Sometimes a movie can make you sad. You just stay sad through the whole movie. Or angry through the whole movie, and it's just agitated mood throughout the whole movie. As the ambiance of the movie, not that you feeling that way. But some movies can have that, But this movie, I was like, wow, okay. Soul on Fire, I believe that's what it's called. I guess that was one of my inspirations too. But yeah, I want to be able to explore the world. I want to see the world. I want to meet all the people in the world. I don't care who they are. I want to meet them. I want to learn their language. I want to see the world. I want to see the world. I do. I want to be a part of that, even if my name only gets written in the book one time. That's cool. Shoot, I just want to make sure that I talk to somebody, tell somebody what it is. I'm sure it's going to be better than that, but I'm just saying. Definitely. But me and you, we got the access to the same thing. We can do all those things that we dreamed of as a kid, as an adult, what you wanted your life to look like. So writing it down. Use the AWP model. Write it down. Be aware of what it is. Once you have that thought, like today, right now, jot it down. What you thinking about when I'm talking about this. Use your little notepad on your phone and start speaking into the speaker if you only got a couple seconds before your boss come back. Pause the video and say it into the speaker. What it is that you need to be aware of, that you need to change. You need to be aware of what it is that you need to change so you can make space for the thing that you want in your life. You know? If you want to be a track runner, you might not be able to smoke. And not at least for a while anyway. So you're going to have to eliminate smoking so that you can start running again. You know, I'm not saying that you might never be able to smoke again, but I know you're going to have to stop to get on track with being a track runner again. However, whatever you need to eliminate. You know, I ain't trying to make no argument of what a track runner needs to do. I'm just making an example. But eliminate what doesn't fit so you can make room for what does. Even with the, you know, the little time that we might have in the day to make for ourselves. We might only have that 30 minutes. We might only have it 1 hour. Some of us have more. Some of us have 4 or 5 hours that we got to where we can do it to the max, the way we should be doing at least. Just self-care alone. Yeah. It's not. Our nervous systems are shot. Bad. And I ain't mean to make this video that long, but yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that we need to start exploring more. We need to start expanding our minds on the things that are unknown. Like, stop being scared of it and go out there and explore. Go out there and, you know, meet somebody from a different race today and say hello, to be nice, you know, if you've never done that before. You know, I don't know. Just do something different. Unordinary. Do something unordinary today. Do something that you wouldn't usually do. Expand your mind. Instead of keep looking up ancient hieroglyphs on YouTube, go look up, you know, some other things like Asian pottery. I don't know. Whatever it is that, you know, I don't even know what Asian pottery is, but I'm just trying to make an example that you need to start expanding your mind on different things. Don't just be stuck on one thing. Don't just be stuck on me. Don't be just stuck on watching my videos. Watch other people's videos and learn from them too. Because that's what I did. I watched several different people at several different times to make a plethora of concepts that agree with me, that agree with what I'm looking for. So expand your mind. Expand your mind so that you can piece together your life the way you want it to be. Have a good one.